Iron sharpens iron.
The Bible all the way through, and my vocabulary.
Hey guys, okay, come on in, come on in. So I'm sitting here with our friend Jason Hodge, he's really a man of many hats. He wears many hats. He's an entrepreneur, he is a board member for Larry Thomas Youth Development, and he is the program director for this amazing program that we saw this morning, Iron Sharpens Iron. And you also lead the golf tournament, right, for Larry Thomas Youth Development?
I do.
Okay, so you wear many, many hats, Jason. You're very busy.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Try my best to manage a schedule, but...
And he went golfing this morning too. I'm telling you, he does it all. So, okay, let's talk a little bit about Iron Sharpens Iron. What is the program about? Like, tell us.
Yeah, of course. First and foremost, thank you for having me on. I'm super excited. Iron Sharpens Iron is a lot about just accountability. We try to bring young folks in that are typically in high school, that are experiencing just some form of community, but needs a tightening.
And Iron Sharpens Iron focuses on young men, right?
Yeah.
Solely.
All young men.
Okay.
We have a sister program that does it for women as well, because it's not easy growing up in this space. It gets really competitive. Not everyone has the best interest for you, so we just try to bring folks together and remind them that, hey, we go much further together. Iron sharpens iron. Like, the best you push yourself is the best we can all go together.
Yeah.
So I just try to initiate and lead them in a way that motivates them to like pick each other up. It's so easy to roast each other, but it's much harder to like, hey, let's go do this. Go, I'm happy that you're in the gym every day. I'm happy that you're getting your sleep. I'm happy you're studying. I'm happy you're pushing yourself. So that's like the main point and purpose.
Like working in collaboration, working together, lifting one another up. And I loved, because I caught a little bit of the Iron Sharpens Iron, which, by the way, is here at Mountain Point High School in Tempe. It is one of the flagship programs for Larry Thomas Youth Development, which we'll talk to Charlie in a little bit about all the amazing work that she does through Larry Thomas Youth Development for the community and in the community. But one thing that I loved with Iron Sharpens Iron is a lot of the boys were just sharing their goals and sharing their vision and sharing, that mindset. So I really love that.
Thank you. We definitely try to harp that in, that you got to see the vision. You got to fruition it, but a lot of work and a lot of milestones to get there.
Yeah, for sure. Now, you've been leading this program for what, like a year now, maybe?
Yeah, give or take about a year.
Okay.
Yeah. Ever since I got a chance to meet the marvelous Miss Charlie, I got connected with this program, and I fell in love with it immediately.
Yeah. So what's your vision? If you can kind of talk about your vision for Iron Sharpens Iron in the future, what would you say to that? Yeah,
of course. I think what we're building our grounds off is very high morale, like good integral work, and it only uplifts folks. This is something that I think can be utilized at every school. I think there's a purpose for it. I think there's a need for it. It does more than just for athletes. It does it for anyone that just needs a sense of community to uplift. I think there's a real opportunity for every school to be able to have an Iron Sharpens Iron. We just try to initiate by bringing folks that have similar walks of life as them that they can relate to. I'm not a teacher by profession, but we have a different level of communication. Mm-hmm. So just allowing folks to be seen and lifted in a way that's outside of the classroom.
Yeah. Well, Jason, you're amazing. Keep doing what you're doing, keep being a light in the community. And just thank you for all your hard work.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm Jason Hodge, and I'm a leader.
And now we're with the woman of the hour, my friend, Charlie Taylor. She is the most amazing woman. We're gonna get into her story. Charlie is co-founder of Larry Thomas Youth Development, as well as the executive director. Let's talk a little bit, Charlie, about Iron Sharpens Iron. We just wrapped up the program here at Mountain Point High School. Why is this program so important to you and to the community?
My son, Larry Thomas, actually did a lot of mentoring and coaching to the kids. He was a football coach, a track coach, and he just poured his heart into the community. So we felt that it was we should take that baton and run with it and give back to the community. And Mountain Point, and thanks to Tamika Banks, which is the principal, and now Mr. Rodriguez, which, you know, is our point of contact for our programs, was able to help us, and they welcomed us in to start the program in the schools.
It truly is amazing to see how the Iron Sharpens Iron program is really impacting the lives of these young men, and to see God's fingerprints over this program and over your organization is such a beautiful thing.
I feel that, you know, I'm grateful to Mountain Point for allowing us to come in. I really do feel that God has been in the business of growing the organization. We're expanding to different schools. In fact, we're in about 8 other schools, and, you know, we're starting our Iron Sharpen Irons there. We do our visualizing our future for our young ladies. You know, God is truly blessing us.
Yeah. And Charlie, you also have an amazing food pantry downstairs that serves the student population. Let's go check it out.
Okay. Yes, I do.
So now we're here at the Larry Thomas Pride Pantry here at Mountain Point High School. This is a beautiful food pantry, Charlie. Tell us about this program.
This program started when we actually kicked off the organization in 2020. We came to the school, and we asked the student council members what was the biggest need that they had at the school. We actually thought that we would just be catering to the high school students, but they told us that they needed food. We actually do the food boxes, and we do the food boxes during their break.
Okay.
And we give them enough food to last 2 weeks.
Okay.
And they have to sign up, of course. And then at the they can shop on Friday for weekend.
Okay.
So we call them backpacks.
Yeah.
So they can come in and get things that they need for the weekend. And then we provide snacks for them as well.
So if a student, say, you know, wanted some food, is it a self-service type of thing where they sign up for it, of course, but they can come and help themselves
Right.
to what they need for
Yes, Mr. Reader will escort them. Mr. Reader actually is our contact.
Okay.
He manages the pantry. For the food boxes, he has his students pack the boxes.
I love that.
Yes.
Mr. Reader.
Yeah.
So I know, Charlie, that you had mentioned that you have hopes. LTYD has hopes of expanding this food pantry program to other Tempe high schools.
Correct.
Talk to us a little bit about that.
Okay. What we do is actually, you know, if we have leftover food boxes and the other high schools need them as well, we'll take them over there, you know. And then I know McClintock, we're starting a food pantry over in McClintock, and hopefully we can do one at Tempe High.
Yeah.
Our organization catered to the high schools, the Title I high schools in the Tempe Union School District. So we make sure that all their needs, or, you know, as much as we possibly can, is taken care of.
So if someone, say an organization, a business, just an individual, if they wanted to contribute and donate to the food pantry program, how could they do that? How can they get involved?
You know what? You go to our website at www.ltyd.org, you know, and fill out there's a contact where you can contact me. It has my phone number, or you can bring it to Mountain Point High School to the front office.
Okay. So do you hear that, businesses and organizations? It is all about sewing in and pouring in and helping. So the LTYD organization and food pantry is always looking for donations and more food. And look, even hygiene products as part of the food pantry. This is amazing. It truly is amazing what you all are doing, Charlie, through this program. Why did you know, like, how did you know this was an important service to provide for the students?
We, actually back to the student council, we asked the students what was their need, and our goal is to provide for underserved youth, and so unhoused youth. So these are the things that they need, and that's where the Destiny boxes come in, because instead of doing toys, we actually do hygiene products. Things that they need, the unhoused need. And we serve that population. And so that was a big thing. And also with my son Larry, he made sure that they were taken care of doing the mentoring, the coaching, whatever they needed, he was there to provide for.
And this entire organization, the Larry Thomas Youth Development Organization, was created in loving memory of your son, Larry Thomas.
Yes.
So let's go hear your story.
Okay.
And now we get to hear, Charlie, your story and why you created Larry Thomas Youth Development. Tell us your story.
In 2019, my son passed away from brain cancer. And at his services, the youth just got up, even their parents, and just kind of took over the whole program, telling how Larry was impacted them in the community, what he was doing for them, as a coach, a mentor, treated them like they were family. And so my husband and I took it up on ourselves to start the organization, the Larry Thomas Youth Development. We kicked off on his death date, June 20th, 2020. And we've been growing. God has blessed us. I've shared with you that, even though I'm educated, I knew nothing about nonprofits. And God has put everything and everybody in my path for us to be successful.
Yeah.
So 5.5 years later, we're going strong, but it's because of Larry, and I want to continue his legacy and help the community, be that impact and strength.
Yes. And from what you've shared and from what I know of Larry, he was a strong pillar of leadership, encouragement, wisdom, and faith. He was a man of God, after God's own heart. So I truly know and understand and realize that as a mother, you're just so very proud of him and everything that he stood for. And it shines so beautifully through what you're doing now in his legacy and in his honor, through the Larry Thomas Youth Development Organization.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Now, Charlie, we know that Larry was a loved teacher and a mentor and a coach. Why Mountain Point High School? Why the Tempe High School District?
Larry actually graduated from Tempe High School.
Okay.
So he's a part of the Tempe family, but he had transferred over here. Tamika Banks, which is the principal, gave him an opportunity here, and he was a dropout prevention coordinator here, along with he was a track coach, football coach, and he loved this community.
And he loved the community.
He loved this community, yeah.
So Mountain Point is like the anchor school as far as Larry Thomas Youth Development, but you do so much.
I know you.
You do so much in the other Tempe high schools. So I think that's beautiful. I think it's such a powerful way to continue his legacy. And I can't say this enough, Charlie. Like, you're just such an incredible woman, and everything that you're doing through this organization in memory of your son is truly so inspiring and impactful.
Thank you so much, Miss Erica. I appreciate you.
And Charlie, as God continues to use you so powerfully, we can see his fingerprints all over this organization and what you're doing, and even in your own life. Right. So why is that so important to you?
I feel like I'm in my purpose. This is what God put me on this earth to do, is to serve him. And I'm doing it with his help, because I can't do anything on my own, through his power, and to glorify him, and helping others and being that instrument that he uses to get that done is powerful. And I'm just in my purpose.
Absolutely.
I'm Charlie Taylor, co-founder of Larry Thomas Youth Development. I am Larry Thomas's mama, and I thank God for allowing me to have him for 45 years.